Good morning, everybody. Children, this is chapter number 5 in moral science, that is nails in the fence. And the moral for this chapter would be keeping your temper. Keeping your temper, that is not losing your temper. Okay, children, the story goes like this. There lived a family in a small town of Gwalior by the name of Mr. and Mrs. Lalit Dev. The couple had a brilliant son whose name was Karthik. Karthik was not only brilliant in studies but also in extracurricular activities. Karthik's grasping ability was so remarkable that his school principal always spoke highly of him. That is, there was a family living in a small town of Gwalior, and the name was Mrs. and Mr. Lalit Dev. They had a son. The son was very brilliant. He was studying, and his name was Karthik. Usually, they used to get good remarks for their son, that is for Karthik, because his grasping ability was excellent. Okay. Although Karthik was all set to become a scholar, he had one weakness of frequently losing his temper. There was a weakness. There was a drawback in Karthik, and that was that he uh, used to lose his temper very easily and frequently. So even the parents were worried about it, and gradually they started getting complaints from school regarding his temper. Okay, so children, we should always keep our temper because a decision made in anger is never sound. And so we always need to practice not to lose temper frequently and every now and then. So this was a drawback, and the parents started getting complaints regarding this. One day, Mr. Lalit Dev called Karthik and handed over a bag to him which was filled with nails. Father tried a trick that how to help the son to overcome this problem. So he gave a bag which was filled with nails, and he was told to hammer a nail into the wood of fence whenever he loses his temper. So Karthik was surprised. However, being an obedient boy, very good. However, being an obedient boy, Karthik agreed to do so. However, being an obedient boy means this was the quality of Karthik, that Karthik was an obedient boy. Okay? Now, Karthik agreed to do that. The first day, Karthik hammered 50 nails into the fence. The next day, gradually, day by day, the number became less. And the number of number of nails hammered daily gradually dwindled. That is, the number was becoming less. It means the Karthik was learning to control his anger to some extent, and gradually he overcome that problem, means he improved. He decided that he would never lose his temper in future. Okay, children, so this is the story, and the message we get from this story is that you must learn to control your temper. Stop and think before you speak. Something very important. Stop and think before you speak. Never do or say anything when you are angry or in a bad mood. Why? Because the decisions taken in anger are never sound. Okay, so thank you, children.